Okay, you guys, so pretty much finished row 50. This is video 7. Now, on the video 6, at the end of video 6, obviously it's when I'm creating the leaves for these flowers. Now, a lot of you are using macrame or cotton thread. Your thread is absolutely different than mine. Mine's like very elasticy, and like I've mentioned, I mean, it's beautiful because of the shine, but I regret using this thread because it's very elasticy. It pulls a lot, and I have a very hard time with it. Yours will be perfect using the macrame and the cotton. You're not going to get all this wave like I've gotten, and I had to cut down stitches. You guys don't need none of that because it's going to work out perfect for you guys. So the next round 51, we need to create loops in the back. In reality, we need 60 loops, but I have 78 flowers. So I'm going to create those 78 loops just the same, but the row after that, we're going to make an adjustment. So I'm just closing up here on the last double crochet front post as we started, closing it up, and then I'm going to attach into my first double crochet the slip stitch. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to let me just see how I'm going to figure this one out. Okay, so I'm going to do try to bring this to the back. I'm going to try to bring this thread to the back because we are going to be working on the back like that. And I'm going to try to bring this thread down here because we are also going to be working down here. Okay, so just pull your thread. If you need to turn your pattern to bring it to the back, then go ahead. Okay, I need to go where we have the 2 loops here for the triples. Okay, right down here. So I'm going to go through the 2 triples, and I'm going to do a single. Okay, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. See if it's enough or maybe not. So 5 chain. Let me see if this is going to work. So I'm going to come down here behind it where the 2 triples are, and I'm going to grab both loops and close it in. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get away with 4 chains instead of doing 5. Okay, you guys probably get away even with 3. So try that again. So I did 4 chain, come in and doing a single. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes, and before I forget, I should have mentioned on the other one, but I didn't know mine was going to result the way it did because it started being too over flooded with the double crochets here and the 2 triples. So on video 6, I told you to do the 4 double crochet inside the 3 chain and the 2 triples with the picot, right? But you guys, if you find that it's too crowded, do only 3 double crochet and then the 2 triples. That means you'd have a total of 4 instead of 5. Okay, that's if it's too crumpled up. Mine was too crumpled up, remembering that my thread is different. You should be okay with the 4 and the triple. But in case you're not, you guys can do, you probably already have done it. I don't know. But hopefully you haven't. And if it's crumpled up, okay? So, but like I said, I'm sure you won't be because it's different threading. This is very elasticy. It pulls too much together. It's just crazy. Okay, so single and 4 chain. This is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And like I said, you guys probably need to do only 3, especially if you're using bigger hooks, obviously. For your 3mm either macrame or the cotton thread, it's probably a 6.5 or a 7 hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming behind and doing exactly, this thing is just falling off, in between the triples back here. Try to see if you guys can see it from back here. So we need to create these loops, okay? And the next row we'll be doing single crochets, which I will have to make an adjustment because I have 78 flowers, okay? So I'll meet you at the end of row 51. So create your loops and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished row 51 with my 4 chain loops in the back. So I should have also 78 chain loops, okay? So now, this row will be about only single crochets. So I'm going to do 1, 2 inside of the loops, 3, 4, 5, and 6 into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All the way around will be a repeat the same way, okay? Like I said, row 52. Row 53, it's also going to be singles, but we're going to try to attach the flower into the next row, okay? So 6 singles on each loop. 2, it's getting very heavy because of the type of ribbon thread this is. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so it's going to be like that. And I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, finished row 52, going into row 53. So row 53 is just going to be also just singles. I'm going to do one more row of singles, and on the next one, I'll hook my flower where the picot is so it can be nice and straight and long. So close in with slip stitch. There is no increases on this. I've already made the adjustment for everything. So single on the first one. So we're repeating again the 6 singles, okay? So no increase, just single crochet all the way around. So we had 6 singles. My thread is all tangled up here on the floor. And so we're just repeating all the singles again, okay? So I'll meet you at the end of my row once I've completed all of the singles again. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 53. I just closed in with slip stitch. We're going to row 54. I'm going to do one chain. I'm going to come back in and do my single. Okay. Now, I'm going to do one more single like this. You guys will be able to understand it. So I have two singles. Now we're going to grab the two loops behind here of the peacock. Okay. And coming into the next stitch with a single. So we're not using the same stitch that we just did. We're using the one after that. So we're going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On my sixth, make sure you grab both loops on the peacock. On my sixth, I'm already going in and attaching my flower with a single. You see what is best for you because everybody's tension is different. Yours could be probably on a 5 instead of a 6. Mine works out perfect for that 6, okay? So then you go in again into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on my sixth, I'm going to attach already my peacock, grabbing those two threads back there, and into the sixth single. Like this, it stays nice and straight and flat. Okay, and then start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 singles. On my sixth, I'm going to grab my two loops back here on the peacock, and I'm going to come in my sixth with a single. Okay, and that's how it's going to be, nice and straight until the end. This is row 54. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished row 54, going into row 55. Just have to keep noting here or I'll lose track of the rows. So row 55, very simple. We have done it before at the beginning. Close in with slip stitch. I'm going to come in that same one and I'm going to do a single. Okay, or if you want to do it differently, like normally we do, I'm just going to close this up again. One chain, come back in, single. 1, 2, and 3. Come in where we've closed that single. We're going to do a half double crochet. We need to create these little loops again. We've done it in the beginning previous rows. 1, 2, into the third one, single. 1, 2, 3. Come where we've closed that single, half double crochet. Skip 1, 2, come on the third one, and just repeat these little loops all the way around. Okay, skip 1, 2 into the third one. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 55, going to row 56. So I've closed in with slip stitch. You can go directly into that 3 chain we did, and if you find that it's pulling too much on the thread, then you can go on that first chain with slip stitch and then go directly in and do a single. This row 56 is all about double crochets, single, 2 chain. My first double crochet, I'm going to do 3 double crochets per each loop. Okay, 1 chain into the next one, 3 loops all the way around. Not 3 loops, 3 double crochet inside of the loops, like that. 1 chain, 3 double crochets inside of those loops that we built. Now, here's another thing. If you find that it's getting too bulky, then you don't need to do your 1 chain. I'm sure you guys will probably have to do it because you're using the cotton or the macrame. This is elasticy, so I'm not going to do on mine, but you probably have to do it on yours. Okay, so I'm just, because my ribbon thread is like not the greatest for rugs, even though it's going to come out beautiful, but very tough to work with. So 3 double crochets, and you can do 1 chain in between them. Okay, I'm not going to, because then it's going to bulk too much. It's too elasticy, this ribbon thread, so I can't do that 1 chain, or else it's going to start waving on me again, and I don't want that. Okay, so 3 double crochet on each loop all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end, row 56. Okay, everybody, so I've closed in with a slip stitch, row 56, going into row 57. I'm coming into the next one, which is that middle one of the 3 double crochets with a single, 2 chain. Into the next one, double crochet. Now we're going to do a back double crochet. So on that very first one we skipped, so we still have the 3 double crochets, but going backwards, 1 chain. We have the groups here again. Let me just bring it up a bit. We have the groups here again of the 3 double crochets. I'm going in the middle one, the second one, double crochet, and the back one, or the very first one, double crochet. So we still have the 3, but we're doing a sideways double crochet. So go into the middle of the group, double crochet, into the next one, double crochet, and then on the back one we're doing a front post sideways double crochet. And this is how we're going to proceed this row 57. 1 chain into that second double crochet, into that third. Oh my goodness, my thread is like all over the place. Okay. And then coming backwards, doing that front post sideways double crochet, 1 chain. Into that middle one, double crochet, into that third one, double crochet, and then into that very first one with double crochet, 1 chain. We're going to proceed this way all the way around, the same way. Middle, the last double crochet, and then coming back on that first double crochet. One chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. If you find that it's like waving too much for you, then don't do that one chain space, okay? Just go directly, because everybody's thread is different. So I have to work with this thread, what it calls for, okay? So one chain, if you don't have to do it, if you find that it's getting too wavy, or you can use a smaller hook. Why do I keep doing a front post here? Oh, I'm telling you people, it's been a hell of a ride with this rug. Don't forget, I'm turning this into my own, so changing up stitches, right? So I'll meet you at the end of my row 57. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished row 57, which is that back front post double crochet. Okay, so we started in the middle of the 3 double crochet, then come back to the third one, which is the first one here, and then complete. So I'm going back to the gray. We're going to start the foundation for the edging of the pattern. I'm going to leave a little bit of a long string here because I don't want nothing to fall apart. So coming in now to row 58. I have to mark it down or else I forget which row I'm in. Okay, now this time we're going to be working on the row below where we have the space here between the groups. Now, for most of you that are using macrame or cotton, you probably did one chain. I didn't because it would have been too much for my type of material. But yes, we're going to work on this one below. So all of that one chain you guys did, if you did. If not, that's okay. I'm going to work below inside of that space, okay? And this row is going to be about creating loops, 2 loops of 3 chain and 2 loops of 4 chain. Hopefully it will work that way. Okay, so I'm going to come below and I'm going to do a single. And I'm going to try to drag this ribbon thread with me. So I'm going to do 1. Try to bring this up a little bit more. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to come into the next one. Oops, the next one. Let's not skip any, right? Below and do a single. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. When I come back, I'll complete the last 3 chain here. We have to always have 2 loops of 3 chain and 2 loops of 4. Now this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Only here on the center between the 2 loops of 4 chain, we are going to do, try to see if I can bring this along with me. In the bottom again, we're going to do a double crochet. That's the only time you're going to do the double crochet is in between the 2 4 chain loops, okay? So doing that double crochet. So I have my first 4 chain loop. This thing is really heavy. Trying to get it to stay here, but it's so heavy it keeps coming down on my lap. Okay. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to come into the next one, single again. The only time we do the double crochet is in between those 4. So I'm doing a single again. So now I have 2 loops of 4 chain. Okay, I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 chain now. Now I got to create 2 loops of 3 coming back down, always working on that bottom one. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut a bit here so I can burn this edging here, or I burn this more properly into the gray. Okay, I need some thread here. So I have 1, so we did a single, 1, 2, and 3. Coming into the next one below. So you can bend that row up. Okay, this way it makes it easier. So now I have 2 of 3 chain. Now I'm going into the 4 chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Double crochet only between the 4 chains. We're doing the double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going back into my singles again. Make sure you don't miss any space. Okay, so again, we started with 3 chain. When I'm finished, I'll complete the other chain here. 3 chain, 4, double crochet, 4. 3 chain and singles. 3 chain, singles. 4 double crochet, 4 singles. 1, 2, 3. Coming back down like that. 1, 2, 3. Coming back down, single. Like that. Okay? So 2 of 4, 2 of 3. I'm going to continue mine and then meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I'm arriving to the end. Did my last 2 of 4 chain, 3 chain single, 1, okay, so we started with the single, correct? With the 3 chain. So I'm to have 2, 2. What I'm going to do, because I have an extra one here, so that means I would have to do another chain 3, and I'd have 3. I don't want 3. I want 2 and 2 of 4. So I'm just going to go directly into that first one we did. So I'm skipping 1, and that changes nothing on the pattern. Okay. And then I'm going to come in that 3 chain. So going into row 59. Oh my goodness, my thread is all tangled up. Okay. I need to mark this here before I forget. So row 59. So where we have the 3 chains, we're doing 3 singles, okay? Where we have the 4 chains, we're doing 4 singles, 3 and 4. Again, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way around the same way. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 singles. This is chain 4, also 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So anywhere we have chain 3, we're doing the 2 chain 3, and the 2 chain 4, we're doing the 4 singles. 3 singles, 3 singles, 4 singles, 4 singles, 3 singles, 3 singles. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this row 59. Okay, everyone, so closed in row 59. Now we're going to be working like front pulls, chains, so you have to pay attention, okay? So I slip stitch. I'm going to come behind this single. Now it's a little bit thicker because we skipped one, or even if you did, if you came even, it's where we've closed off the row before. So front post, I'm going to do double crochet. So single, 2 chain. I'm going to come and do 2 more front post double crochet. Of course, it's a little bit thicker, but that's okay. And 1 more. So we have 3 front posts right on that single. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. Now, for people that are doing the macrame and cotton, you can do a 6 chain. I have to do 5 because this is a real funny ribbon thread, right? I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3. So basically, you're skipping these 2 and these 2, and I'm coming on the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm coming here in between, well, the so skipping 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. I'm going to come on my 4th, and I'm going to do a single. Now, if you need to do a 6 chain, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, coming on my 4th again, and single. So now I have 2 loops of 5 chain. Again, we're going to do the 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like I said, for you that are using macrame or cotton, you can use a 6 chain, okay? Okay, so now I'm into my 3rd loop. Now I'm going to skip this single here, and I'm going to do the 3 front posts like I did on here. So 1, 2, and 3, like that, okay? And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. So I'm going to skip these 2, or should I say skip 2, I'm going to come on the 3rd one here on this one, and I should have done it on the other one too, but it doesn't matter. So then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. Skipping 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come on that 4th one. Single. So now I have my 2 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. My thread is like stuck on my chair all over the place on the floor. Okay, so again, I'm going to skip this single, coming on the next one, doing 3 front post double crochets. And this is how we're going to proceed on this row 60 all the way to the end. Okay, so we did 3 front posts, double crochet, 5 chain, you can do 6, and then I skipped 1, 2, 3, went in 1, 2, 3, went into the 4th, 5 chain, skipped 1, 2, 3, went into the 4th, 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, you don't even have to count here. You go into the second single. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. 1, 2, 1, 2 on my third one here from the second one. So that means skip 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on your fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3. I'm coming on my fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, it's getting heavy. So I have 2 loops already of 5 chain. 3, 4, and 5. Skipping that single. Coming in, doing my 3 front posts, double crochet. There's a lot of work to this, but the details are absolutely stunning. I know it gets very tiring after a while, but I'm sure you will absolutely love it once you have accomplished it. Now I gotta check my video if I have enough memory. If not, I will see you in the next video, which will be video number 8. Okay? So row 60. Always look ahead also into the next video in case I needed to change anything and I was not able to show you on this video. So it's very important always to look ahead. Okay? Okay, everyone. So we finished row 60, going to row 61. Now, row 61, we are going to be working only on this double crochet, 7 double crochets. We're not working on this 5 chain nor this 5 chain, okay? Only the middle one. And we're also going to be working in the middle front post double crochet, which will be creating 3 front post double crochets, okay? So we've closed in. And I'm going to come in that first, the middle front post, I'm going to create a single and 2 chain for my double crochet. I'm going to create 2 more front posts, double crochet. So I have 2 and 3. I've done my 3. I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm going to roll 3 times on my hook, so I have 4 loops on my hook. Let me just bring it a little bit more so you guys can see, okay? So I'm skipping that first 5 chain, coming in the middle one, taking out 2, taking out 2, taking out 2, and my last 2. I'm coming in the center of that 5 chain, and I'm going to do 7 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Roll 3 times on your hook again, come back to that same one, take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Chain 2. Skipping that 5 chain again, roll 3, not 3. Normal double front post double crochet. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway. So doing those 3 front post double crochet. 2 and 3. So it's supposed to be nice and flat like that. If it starts turning, that's because your whatever you call this, it's not quadruple, or maybe it is quadruple. You need to roll another time on your hook. Okay, so again, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 loops on my hook. I'm skipping that 5 chain. I'm coming in the center where I have that double crochet. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Coming in the center of that 5 chain, I'm doing 7 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again, rolling 3 times, coming into that same one, that same double crochet in the center. Take out 2, take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2, chain 2, and again, your front post, 3 double crochets. And this is how we're going to work this row. Okay, so very simple. Close in with slip stitch. Go in the center of that double crochet, that front post middle double crochet, do a single 2 chain. You have your first double crochet and then back in again, front post 2 more. So you have 3. Chain 2, roll 3 times on your hook, come down in the center double crochet that we created between the 5 chains, remember? Or I should say the 4. We had the 4 chain, 4 chain. Anyway, the middle one, we have 5 chain, the 3 loops of 5 chain. Skip that one, into the middle, 7 double crochets. Roll 3 times in your hook again, come back down to that middle. Go back up, 2 chain, and then again back into the front post, 3 double crochet. Do them, 2 chain again, roll 3 times, so it continues on like that. Okay, and you should be good to go. So I'll meet you at the end of this row 61. It actually goes pretty easy. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, especially with my type of thread, but it actually went pretty well the previous row. So this should be very easy, hopefully, except for all these turnings that I have to do with this thread, which is horrible. But anyway, meet you at the end.